Hello everyone, my name is Aryan Jain. As you all know, we have already started a new playlist of sharing interview experiences of dignified companies. Okay, so if you haven't watched our previous videos, the link is available in description. Go and watch it now. Thank you, Shreya, for being a part of our channel Study Material. Welcome, Shreya, on our YouTube channel too. And in this video, Shreya will share her interview experiences with us.
Thank you, Aryan, for inviting me for this one.
First of all, Shreya, please tell us about yourself.
Okay, so I'm Shriya, and it has been an year since I've joined Accenture, and I'm working as an application development associate there.
Okay, and which college you have passed your graduations?
Uh,
Which year
yeah,
and
so
what was your stream?
yeah, so I did my undergrad in electronics and telecommunications from IIT DAVV, and it's in Indore. So
Okay,
Accenture, it came in our company as a mass recruiter that time in
okay, that's
2019.
great. Please tell me when you got your offer letter or joining letter after your graduation has done.
Yeah, so I graduated in June and we got a joining from July, like just after a month of my graduate when I graduated.
Okay, okay, that's great. Because
Yeah.
sometimes the companies will delay our training and joining letters. So very complicated to sit
Yeah.
in home and
In our
okay,
case, Accenture was pretty prompt. Like it was just
yeah,
a month since I graduated and I got my joining.
it's good. So moving
Yeah.
ahead, please tell me about your recruitment process. How many rounds in there, and what types of round?
Okay. So Accenture, so it basically had two rounds. So primarily they started with the aptitude based test. So wherein we had like an hours test and it has few aptitude questions, then it has few quantitative questions, and then a part of the test consisted of verbal questions, verbal ability. So
Okay,
it took a very basic test. So it was not that complex, not complicated. It was like very easy mathematical questions related to time and work and speed, time, distance. Then we had a few questions of probability, then ratios and proportions. So these were like very basic elementary
okay,
mathematics that we had in the
okay,
aptitude test.
okay.
So
And
it was pretty
in the
easy for someone to clear. Yeah.
in the written examination, there is a coding section also, or only in aptitude?
No, no, no. No, it just had aptitude and few verbal ability questions.
Okay, there is no coding round in that
No, no,
in
there was
aptitude.
there was no coding now.
Okay,
Yeah.
so in the and after that, which round? After
After
the
that,
aptitude.
once you clear the test, okay, the aptitude and there were 60 questions, okay, it included both
Okay,
verbal ability and aptitude. So it has
okay,
a mixed set of questions, okay. Then once you clear that test, then you were then qualified for the interview round. So we just had that interview round wherein there were one technical person and one HR sitting together taking the
okay,
collective interview of 5 students. So that what
okay,
happened when Accenture came as a mass recruiter in our college.
okay. So
Yeah.
tell me about your resume. So what major points they ask from a resume or out of a resume?
Okay. So there were two people taking the interview of 5 students collectively. So one
Okay,
was a technical person, the other was HR. So the
okay,
technical person initially, that person spoke to like in person with each student, and he asked majorly about a major project, and then about our field. Like I was in electronics, so he was asking about my field and the subjects that I've studied, some questions
okay,
related to my subject. Then he asked about the basic elementary, like the elementary coding questions about loops, array, strings, like not
okay.
that complex logic, but then like they just wanted like if to check that if
Basic
you have a
coding
basic
questions.
knowledge of coding.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
And
Like they were just checking, like, are you familiar with the coding or are you familiar with the logics, like that. So that
yeah,
was the elementary
it's
questions.
just like a testing of your logic.
Yeah, yeah. Like it was a
Okay.
very small part of the like technical session wherein they asked, they covered like a projects, and then if someone did their internship or training from somewhere else, so they were asking questions related to that thing,
Okay.
and like that. Yeah. So
So
this was about the
now,
technical person asking questions.
tell us about what is the vital role of your training and workshops certificates in your resume. So they will ask from your resume certificates about the
Yeah,
resume
yeah.
or not.
Yeah, so training and certification, they obviously add a brownie point to your resume, because
Okay.
even if like you did training for a month or for 2 months, okay, but then you will have that basic clue, you will have that extra bit of knowledge above all about that topic, and it will certainly
Okay.
give your resume an impact, okay, an impact on the interviewer who is taking your interview, right? So yeah, it
Okay.
helped a bit. Yeah.
Uh, okay. Okay. So we should mention in our resume training and workshops.
Yeah, like whatever you're preparing your resume, I think it should be like legible, and it should be like honest resume, okay? You can't put anything that you haven't did before. Okay, it would be
Okay.
an alien topic, right, for you also. So you should
Yeah.
put in resume whatever you have covered, right? That's
Okay.
what I
So,
did.
okay, okay. So please tell us what are the essential points we have to mention in our resume so HR and TR will impress.
Yeah. So first of all, it should be an honest resume. Then
Okay.
secondly, it should cover your all the certifications and the trainings and the details of each. Like it should not be
Okay.
that much detail, but a little brief in a line
And
or two, that
one
what
and two lines
that
about the
yeah,
training
yeah,
and workshops.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Like just to give the basic context of what you did in your training. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And it
And
should be like concise. It should not be a 2 or 3 page resume. It should be concise, one and a half
one and a
page
half. Okay.
maximum.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's good.
very concise.
uh,
Yeah.
so, Shreya, tell me which type of questions they ask in the HR round.
Yeah, so like just what I said, that we had a collective interview when one was a technical person and other was HR. So
Yeah.
just when we went for the interview, first the technical person asked us the questions related to all these things, which I just
Mhm.
mentioned. And after that, the HR person, so he asked us about our hobbies, and then about a city. So I'm from Indore, okay. So he just asked me about Indore, like what are the things special in Indore, and what are my hobbies, somewhat like that. And one
Yeah.
interesting part was during my interview. So that HR person, he gave me a like blank sheet of paper by drawing a circle on it. Okay,
Okay.
and he asked me like draw whatever comes to your mind, like quickly, and he just gave 30 seconds. So
Oh,
like this is what the HR round holds on. Like they just test your
uh,
communication or your like the basic things, basically
uh,
general knowledge or your hobbies, like that.
they will also ask about your puzzles questions in the HR round also.
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah,
Sometimes
it
it
depends.
depends on
Like
HR. It
HR.
depends on a
Yeah,
panel and HR.
yeah, it depends on HR totally. It's just a
Yeah.
basic, like it's just a communicative thing, okay, for two
Uh,
or
so,
three minutes,
yeah, that's good.
just
And
to know your personality better.
so, Shreya, please tell us, Essential will give training or not? They will provide a training or not?
Yeah. So basically, when a mass recruiter comes in your college, okay, so they
Yeah,
provide a very humble package to you. And in
yeah.
that case, it takes a lot of students. They recruit a lot of students and get a
Yeah.
basic humble package. So
Okay.
they don't usually provide training for that. They just give you the joining offer, like
Okay.
that.
Only joining, and then you have to work in their office as a developer.
Yeah. For our
Okay.
case, they took, yeah, just like that.
So, if somebody have no knowledge about the training and about the coding, and they were selected in technical rounds and HR round, and after that, they came up in our office and they do work. So is it
No, I think if you don't have that much of coding knowledge, and even after that you are able to qualify the rounds and then got a placement in Accenture or any other MNCs like that. So
hmm,
I personally don't think that it would impact in office, because when you go in the office, when you face that
hmm,
corporate thing, so
yeah,
they provide you training. Okay, so whatever the requirement comes in the company, whatever the requirement comes in your uh, project, so accordingly they give you trainings. Okay,
okay.
technology,
So-
yeah, they assign you the technology and they provide you the training in the same. So it's not like
Oh,
you, if that you are not good initially, so you won't be able to cope. It's
they
not
they
like that.
have they will train you.
Yeah, they will train you. Like in every MNCs, I guess there's a duration after you're joining of two
No,
months or a month or 1.5 months, wherein they provide you training. Yeah, so that's not
okay.
a problem, even if you're not that pro level coder or something.
No. Okay, okay. So my last request, please give some tips to our viewers. So what are the things they have to take care of during the recruitment process, and how to impress TR and HR in their recruitment
Yeah.
process?
Yeah, so firstly, you should be well prepared about your trainings and then about your subject. You should have your subject knowledge. If even if you are from electronics background or mechanical or civil, not particularly from CS or IT, then you should have
Okay,
the basic subject knowledge of your field. So that is one
okay.
thing. Second thing
Mhm.
is now you should like before your recruitment or before interview, you should prepare yourself with some basic coding knowledge. Okay, not particularly in any language, suppose Java or Python, not particularly in that, but you should know the logic. Okay, for suppose if they
Okay.
ask like write palindromes logic, write logic for it,
Yeah,
so you
yeah,
should
that's it.
you should able to write that. Okay, so not
Okay.
particularly in any language, but then you should have that concept of basic elementary coding. So that is the
Yeah.
another tip. Third tip is whatever you write in resume. Okay, so that you should have knowledge that you have written this, and yes, you have the knowledge of that particular thing. Whenever when the interviewer asks you, so you should not be blank. Okay, I've written this, but then I don't have any knowledge of that.
Mhm.
So that
Don't
shouldn't be
bluff
the
in the
case.
resume.
Yeah, you should not bluff in resume. Like write
Okay.
what are you. Yeah, because
Yeah.
many people what they do is like they write so many things just to impress the interviewer or something, but then they fail while giving the answers, right? So
Yeah,
that shouldn't be the case.
they wrote multiple languages and multiple streams, but they have no knowledge about that technologies.
Yeah. So that shouldn't be the case. Even if you write less, but then you should know what you have written.
Okay.
Like you should have
And
brief about yourself.
in short, the resume
And
is your mirror image.
yeah, you can say that.
Mhm.
Yeah, I was telling that the another point is we do training when we were in second year or in the third year. Okay, so when the time comes before the placement on something, like it happens that it seems like that we forgot the things that we did in training. Okay, so you just need
Hmm.
to go through it once before your process, and you should just recall what you have did. Okay, make a note of
Okay.
it, collect all the points, and then be presentable at that time. That you should be able to speak what they have asked related to your training or related to any of the workshops that you have attended or any other volunteering process that you did, like anything that you have done, it should cover in your resume
Yeah.
precisely.
Mm.
Precisely, sorry.
You have to in your stuck with your resume, and don't bluff in your resume. That's a key
Yeah,
point
like
of your
hmm,
recruitment process.
yeah, this is generally for the companies who come as a mass recruiter. Okay,
Mhm.
so when they come as a mass recruiter, they don't like specifically dig into your coding skills. They just need to check your basic logic concepts and all. Okay, so this is basically
Okay.
for the mass recruiters when they come in, like Infosys, Cognizant, or Accenture,
TCS,
like that.
TCS, yeah.
Yeah, TCS. Yeah.
Oh, okay.